Hi everybody, this is Dawn and Leslie from Eclectic Mayhem. Today we are filming from Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is my personal favorite park in all of Disney World, and yet I know it is the least attended. So we're going to enjoy the park today, talk about some ideas that we have, and kind of give you an idea of what we think would help plus up the park and increase attendance, maybe make it a little bit more popular. Hope people, it would be a way to help us have people enjoy it a little bit more than they currently do. So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's get to work.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Okay guys, now that we are inside of Disney's Animal Kingdom, I do want to show you a map and I want to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to enter here and then we're going to go counterclockwise around the hub. It's like a hub and spoke system. So this would be the hub, Discovery Island, and we would have Dinoland USA, then Asia, then Africa, and last we would have Pandora, the world of Avatar. So we're going to go in that order and talk about everything that we think could be improved in order to make Animal Kingdom a more enjoyable experience for everybody. One thing I do want to preface this with is mentioning that I'll finish it up, or Don and I together will finish it up with like our master plan idea of what we think would be the best, that would give the most improvement to the park. But I need to kind of give you a little bit of information before we start so that you understand what we're talking about as we travel throughout the park. One thing that we're going to suggest is a food festival. So just keep that in mind. We don't need to go into detail now. We'll cover all of that towards the end of the video. But if you've ever been to an Epcot festival, whether it be food and wine, Flower and Garden, the Festival of the Holidays, Festival of the Arts, any of those, keep that in mind. That's kind of what we're going to be talking about, but having it here at Animal Kingdom. So as we walk, we might point out locations that would be ideal for a food or drink kiosk. That's what we're going to be talking about. So other than that, I think you have all the information that you need to enjoy the video. Right now, take the time to like the video, subscribe, ring the bell so that you get notifications of future videos, but also in the comments below, let us know what you think would help improve Animal Kingdom. We know it's the least favorite park of many people, which to me is sad and bizarre. But if you have ideas or suggestions, please let us know. We would love to hear what you think would make this park better. Let's go. So one of the things that more recently, like one of my more recent, I don't want to say complaints, but observations about the Animal Kingdom is that they've really departed from being animal-centric. With the inclusion of the Pandora, the Avatar land, it's like an alien planet, not really centered around our animals here on Earth. And then with the upcoming Tropical America's Land, which is going to be what Dinoland USA was, that's also going to be including an Encanto attraction and an Indiana Jones attraction, neither of which are like really animal forward things. I kind of feel like the name of the park could even change in order for it to be a more accurate location. So
Agreed.
I know this is like a huge, huge change, but I feel like it would be more accurate if it was called like Adventure Kingdom. That could encompass an alien world. It could encompass Indiana Jones Adventures, Adventures with Encanto IP.
And Adventures with Animals.
Adventures with Animals,
so
of
they're not
course.
left out.
Well, yeah, it should stay animal-centric. It really should.
Yeah.
But if you can kind of keep them under the umbrella of Adventure Kingdom, That might really help. Just an idea. And it would also open the door for lots of other possibilities, which we're going to touch on later. Okay, as we enter Dinoland, USA, it's worth noting that this land is soon going to be converted to tropical Americas. So they're going to be getting rid of everything that has to do with dinosaurs, which is unfortunate because it was a really, really fun land. And they're going to be replacing that with an Indiana Jones themed attraction, which will take the same place as Dinosaur. And actually, I think use the same ride system. But it will also include a casita themed attraction from the film Encanto. So I'm super excited about that. I hope they do a great job. I hope it's not all screen based. I hope it has animatronics.
Yeah, I hope it's not all screen based too.
Yeah.
You jinxed it now though.
Oh no. It's a great movie and with great characters, beautiful colors, a great setting. If they do it justice, it's going to be amazing. So we will see. We will see what happens. But that, the Tropical Americas land just kind of adds to the concept of changing the name from Animal Kingdom to something more.
So Dinoland
general.
USA escapes are changing or are fixing because it's leaving anyway.
Right.
So escapes are adjustments.
Right. Right. It was never perfect, but it was extremely charming. But we really don't need to talk about it because it's leaving anyway. So we'll just do a quick little sweep of the area, give you an idea of what is still here. Back there is Restaurantosaurus, Dino Bite Snacks, just a couple eateries, all of which are very good, I think, and very nicely themed to like a archaeological dinosaur dig excavation type theme. Up here where you see this green construction wall, behind that is where the majority of attractions used to be. You can see like mounds of dirt up there. And then here's the concept art of what the new Tropical Americas land will hopefully look like. So we've got the casita house here from Encanto. Maybe some different shops, restaurants, things like that. And then what we can presume to be the new Indiana Jones attraction, where Dinosaur currently exists. We are currently leaving Dinoland, USA.
Going counterclockwise around the center hub. The next thing we come across is the entrance to Asia.
Yes.
At the Discovery River, the amphitheater around the end of Discovery River.
Yes. So this is the amphitheater. There's like a portion on this side, a portion of seating on this side, and then a portion of seating across the way.
There used to be shows here. There was a River of Lights show, and there was a Kite Tail show for a brief time.
Yeah, the River of Lights show, that was several years ago, and I believe like an evening show, right?
I think so, and I think it only lasted a couple years, and it had technical problems and wasn't that well received. But it is a bummer to walk by this big unused amphitheater.
Absolutely.
It's
we
well
hate to see
themed and
anything
it's cool,
unused.
and
yeah.
it's not great when you're walking through a theme park and you see something this big and unused. It makes it feel a little bit like you're losing out, like you're not getting your money's worth, I think.
You missed like the golden years somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. There's a number of things they could potentially put in here. We were fortunate enough to be here and attending the parks during the time of Kite Tails, which was like a kite show that also included like boats and jet skis.
Saying we're fortunate is very generous. But yeah.
I'm one of the few people that thought it was like really interesting. I liked watching it because it was so bizarre. If we have any footage of it, we'll insert it here, but it's, even while watching it, we didn't really think to record it.
Right. No.
It was so weird, but really creative. They really took a chance, and I applaud them for that. So Kite Tales, that was a show that they had going on while we lived here recently. And it was like a boat, jet ski, kite show.
You make it sound so much more exciting than it was. The jet skis weren't part of the show really, but there were big kites and they went around the lagoon and
they were like
and
shaped
then
like characters.
Yeah, shaped like characters and then crashed into the stands on purpose. And
yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah, there was some kind of story to it, but it wasn't very clear.
Right.
Anyway, so
I liked
that's
it.
gone. That's gone. It was better than nothing. It was like they were trying to figure out how to use the space.
Mm-hmm.
That probably wasn't the best use for it.
Right, but I do applaud their efforts. It was creative, unique, and it used the space that bothers us when it's not being used.
Right.
So way to go, guys.
And there is no shade out here, so the space is best used like they originally intended for a nighttime show. Yeah. So I think our suggestion is to bring back a version of Rivers of Light, a version that works.
A nighttime show.
A nighttime show, a version that works and people connect with. Or
I had this awesome idea that because we're getting an Indiana Jones ride in the tropical Americas land, which is just right, it's right here. We're like kind of attached to it. This might even be considered part of it. It would make so much sense to have like an action, almost like an Indiana Jones epic stunt spectacular, but on the water.
Yeah.
For the water boat action scene from The Last Crusade.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them! Go between them! Are you crazy? This is your last chance! Don't look for Jones! It's yours!
I think it'd be so cool.
And no one would be mad if we combined a whole bunch of scenes and took some creative liberties.
Absolutely. I think it would be so much fun.
So, yeah, this would be a perfect spot for a stunt show.
Absolutely. Check it out.
Lots of space. There's an entrance to the river down there. There's an entrance down to the river down there. Another one out there. So things can come from off stage or from backstage out.
Yeah.
There's lots of space. No
Absolutely.
real height restrictions. There's a lot of seating here. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, my one suggestion that stands for, regardless of what they end up doing, is add some more shade.
Yeah.
Just give us a little bit of shade in this area. It's quite brutal. There is not a single bit of shade in this entire amphitheater, except for where we are right now, and we're on the very, very edge, and it's only for like 20 minutes, and then it's going to be gone. Right. But yeah, like the shade that's at Epic Stunt Spectacular would be fantastic. Why not? Why would you not do that? If you're going to have a daytime show, I think it's absolutely necessary.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's move on to Asia. All right, so we are continuing counterclockwise around the hub. So straight ahead is Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond. That's a stage show with live performers retelling the story of Finding Nemo, and they use like life or larger than life puppetry to do so. It's really creative. It's a really neat theater, really immersive, I think, very unique. Do you have any thoughts on how to plus up that show?
Put something else in there. It's a great show, and the performers do an excellent job, but I don't need to be retold Nemo here. With Nemo is in other parks. I feel like this space, especially if we're turning this to Adventure Kingdom, and right outside the entrance to the theater is our future stunt show. Very good point. We could do something better with this theater space.
Good point.
I don't know exactly what. Maybe an Encanto stage show, even though we have a couple of those around already. Maybe
What about like an Up themed show?
that would be cool. Or just
Yeah.
like kind of a, what's the word? A compilation of different Disney adventure
Oh my gosh, what a great idea. They
movies
do
and
that well.
shows. Yeah. So they could do a compilation of stage performers, like little bits and pieces from different adventurous Disney properties. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, agreed. And in case you're not aware, Finding Nemo has a huge presence in Epcot in the Seas Pavilion.
Yes.
So that's what Don is alluding to when he said, you know, it's elsewhere in the parks. We already get a full ride and retelling of the story there. Ideally, we keep the puppeteers active and doing something.
Yeah, we love puppetry, so
We do.
it's hard to get. But with a different show in there, we can keep a lot of puppetry and a lot of talented performers. So
Yeah.
no worries there. We just don't need to be told the story of Nemo everywhere we go.
That's so
all.
true. So true. I love the movie, but yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
When there's a lot of films that aren't represented at all in the parks,
Right.
I keep thinking of that. Okay, so next here is Expedition Everest. So this is the story of an expedition. You're actually not going up Mount Everest. You're going up a neighboring mountain, but you're encountering the infamous Yeti once you get to the top. It's one of our favorite rides. It's not our favorite ride in the entire park. The attraction itself, as well as the queue and gift shop, in my opinion, is flawless, 100% great. I wouldn't change a thing except the Yeti. Shortly after the attraction opened, the Yeti, I believe, cracked the foundation of the ride,
That's the
rendering
story
it.
as we understand it. Anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's the rumor.
I don't think it's ever been officially confirmed, but something like that.
Therefore, the Yeti itself does not move any longer. He
Just
used to
because-
move and look threatening, and
Yeah.
it used to be really scary and fun.
Because the
Now
animatronic was so huge and moved so violently that it just torqued too much and broke everything.
Right. So, our only suggestion for this entire attraction is to fix the Yeti. We do understand that could close the ride for like a year or more because of how extensive the renovations would be to do so. But we feel it's worth it. It's an amazing ride. People come to this park specifically for the ride. So for it to be operating in its full glory, I think it would be worth it if we had to endure a prolonged closure. I think people would agree. So we're going to continue on through the land of Asia. And to be completely honest, I think this land is almost perfect. I love everything about it. I love the theming, the Imagineering. It's beautiful. It's colorful. The music is fantastic. They have live performers. They've got a sitar player. I don't know. I'm a huge, huge fan of this land. Don, do you have any additional thoughts?
I do actually. Kali River Rapids, the River Rapid ride here. It's fun and it's fine if you don't mind getting wet, but it is far too short. If you've been to Universal Studios Islands of Adventure and been on the Popeye ride there, it's the
I love the
exact
Popeye ride.
Yes, it's the exact same ride system, and it feels like 10 times longer in duration and actual length and fun.
Yeah.
So we're going to expand Kali River Rapids. That's part of our overhaul. We're going to expand it to at least 5 times longer than it is.
I like
'Cause
it.
As it is now, you have one single drop and then it's over.
I like that idea. Awesome. Okay. So just a longer Kali River Rapids. Should we?
A longer Kali River Rapids, still themed the same.
Yeah, the theming is beautiful. This whole land is like completely
It
gorgeous.
is. It's really nice back here. I just want a lot more.
You want more of it?
Yeah, I want a bigger payoff for the wait that can get long on hot days for Kali River Rapids.
Good call. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe we give it a try and imagine it being 5 times longer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
It might be better that way. You're so right.
Woo!
That truck didn't make it.
Feels good. Here we go. Okay, so we just finished Kelly River Rapids. It was refreshing and fun, but way too short. You're so right.
It was actually longer than I remember it, but not by much. Still, definitely needs to be longer.
Agreed.
So we're gonna expand that. We'll solve that. It's no problem.
Absolutely, no problem at all. Let's continue on to Africa, shall we?
Let's go.
All of the nature trails, like the Maharaja Jungle Trek, there's a couple others. I feel like those are all fantastic. I wouldn't change them at all. I think they're like a really important part of Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, agreed. We don't need to change those.
Right, you can go at your own pace. There's plenty of shade. It's a nice, like, self-led, educational, discovery, inspiring thing to do. So those, I think, should stay exactly as is.
I agree.
Thank you. Straight ahead and to the right is Feathered Friends in Flight, which is one of our all-time favorite attractions. It's a show, a bird show that occurs several times throughout the day. And they actually do demonstrations with live birds of all kinds. I think it's incredible and beautiful. I would watch it every day, all day if I could.
Around here would be a good place for a food booth. Or you could turn one of these permanent booths into an Africa food booth.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's what, 3 in a really small vicinity?
Yeah.
Agreed. They kind of already serve that purpose. So if you just made them like a more clearly defined,
Right.
clearly labeled
From a
booth.
country or a type of food.
Agreed.
And give some variety, have them change for season, for the festival and stuff. That'd be nice.
It sure would. It's a beautiful shot of the Tree of Life.
Maybe they don't have the infrastructure for a festival, for festival booths, like plumbing and electricity. Maybe we'll have to install that too. Maybe that's why they don't do that.
I can imagine that there's a reason that they don't do these things, like this, knowledge that they are privy to that we have no clue.
Yeah, well,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I can't imagine that there are real reasons because.
Well, it could be just financial too, where it would cost
Yeah.
too much to do, but
Yes, totally. Yeah, it's no secret that this is the least popular of the Florida Disney parks. So they probably have, I don't know, I would assume they brainstorm a lot of different things. So we are now entering the Africa land. And we're going to take an immediate right all the way back to this train service. And that will take us to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Just look at this theming. We've got a live musician here performing. Here we are, Rafiki's Planet Watch. Open your eyes to the world around you. I don't think this is considered a land. It's more of just an attraction, correct?
it's a Planet Watch.
Oh yeah, Planet Watch.
I'm not really sure. I think this is. Yeah, I don't know how to categorize
But you
it.
do need to take a train all the way out and back. It's not something that you can walk to. So we're going to board the
Looks like a
Harambe.
train just got back.
Great, that's good, right?
I
Wildlife
think so.
Express. Okay, so we just got off of the train. We're at Conservation Station at Peaky's Planet Watch. There's the animation experience a couple times, or I shouldn't say a couple, looked like 9 times a day. We're actually taught by a Disney artist how to draw a specific character. The characters do change, so it's kind of by chance which character you get to draw. You just follow this pathway, which there's a significant amount of shade. That's not so bad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's not bad.
There's a Wilderness Explorer station. Kind of like an educational exhibit.
It is very peaceful back here. I mean,
It is. You definitely feel separated from the rest of the park, that's for sure.
yeah. I'm sure it's even more peaceful, like when it's not right after a train has unloaded.
There's like crowds of people.
Right.
But I'd have to say there is a lot of walking involved. There aren't really directional signs, just kind of like meandering paths. So if you're not getting off with a big crowd of people, it could be confusing. You could feel like, well, where am I?
Yeah.
Am I still in Animal
Yeah,
Kingdom?
what is there?
Like, what's going
what's
on?
the point of this? What am I doing here? What, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of, while we like it because it's peaceful, it could be a little bit confusing to people who don't really know what to expect. There's not a lot of information. If you don't like plan ahead. Here we go. So here's the building at the end. We can take a look in there. And then to the left is like the petting zoo portion. Thank you. There's restrooms. Huge wildlife murals. And in this room is the animation experience. It looks like they're doing Timon. But you can sneak around behind. Oh, no, it looks like Minnie. I thought the sign said Timon. Okay, so here we have the Science Center, which is super cool. It's actually where they have cast members working.
So we have one side done, the other one to go. And for this other side, just do the same thing facing the other way. Now while we're working this better, let me talk a little bit more about how much of a fashion icon our friend is. You see,
Disney Animal Health. It's awesome.
more than 300 different outfits. And for each of those outfits,
So they're showing what the procedures are today. Interesting.
Yeah.
Exams and training.
Wow.
It's a really cool and interesting building. It would be nice if it was set up for more of like a longer term visit. And by that I mean, if I were to plus up this whole section, I would do some more refreshments, seating areas, places where you could get food and beverage, where you'd have a choice of food and beverage to enjoy in the air conditioning. Maybe even a Disney conservation themed gift shop where you can buy merchandise that's specific to conservation
Yeah.
and the different species that they have here on property, minus the other IP. That would be my way of improving this whole area, this whole experience here. I mean, you come all the way out here and then if you were thirsty or hungry, you're completely out of luck. Although we did pass drinking fountains. So there is that. So there's just goats kind of out and about, walking among the people, which is fairly cool. One thing we appreciate about this is that if the goats are like touched out or they don't want to handle any human interaction, they can come on under this shelter, past these like teal ropes, and then they're off limits. People cannot interact with them, they cannot touch them, they're safe. So they only come out if they are choosing to be petted and interacted with. Aww. It's like scratching his body along the edge. So there's a cow, a whole bunch of goats.
I like that they don't stop the animals from doing like
Right,
their playing.
they're like, it's the animals'
They're like
territory.
doing theirs.
Right. Look at these silly guys.
They're not. Oh my gosh! Watch them. It's crazy.
Liz, want me to send another person too? For Saturday? Oh, I think we're okay.
I wonder why that one doesn't have friends helping it.
I know. Maybe
There's
it's the jerk.
3 chasing it around. There's a rumble in the affection section.
So we are now leaving the conservation station / affection section / Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Yes.
Heading back to the train to get back into Africa. But yeah, it has so much potential here. But you just feel...
it's so remote, so you feel like you could do something more with it.
Right.
Personally, I get rid of the petting zoo thing, and because that's probably why they don't have food and drink stations back here, to not complicate those things.
Like hygiene.
Yes, exactly. So
Makes sense.
I would get rid of the petting zoo, let those poor goats live without being touched by a bunch of humans, and then I would add, I don't know, a playground,
Restaurant. Or quick service or something.
or an actual attraction.
Yeah, totally. A conservation-themed attraction or show or something, like
Yes.
A ride, whatever.
Yeah.
Even if it's a kiddie ride, like this seems to be a more kid-forward area anyway. So like a spinner ride, like similar to the rides that used to be in Dinoland, USA,
Yeah.
that they got rid of, relocate them out here. Yeah.
Simple. Easy.
I agree. I feel like it needs a little bit of livening up. It's kind of sleepy, remote, secluded.
It's also not really clear what the mission is. Like we're seeing behind the scenes stuff. We're doing animation on the train ride
Yeah.
to and from. You see a little bit of behind the scenes things.
Yes.
But the train itself is themed as if themed like some
Like Africa.
Right, like an African, like you're on a real African excursion, but you're going across backstage areas. You're seeing
Like roads,
like
just-
roads and cars and like common normal. So I don't
Yeah.
quite understand why the train is themed the way it is.
Agreed. It's confusing. It could totally use a whole overhaul and without losing any of its benefits, I think.
I think so too.
So, okay, back to the train, folks. Okay, we are back in Africa and we're going to, well, I feel that Africa is pretty much perfect, other than conservation station / Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Right.
I really think it's just a total work of art. It's stunning. I pretty much have no notes, so I think we can leave this land and continue on to Pandora.
Yep.
Okay,
go.
let's go that way.
Hello? Do you want Gran to pick you up or go in your pushchair?
I feel like this walkway is wide enough to do a couple food booths along the sides.
Oh yes, very good point. Also off to the side where we're heading
Yes, that whole
between
stretch.
between the Festival of the Lion King and Pandora.
Yeah,
Great,
absolutely.
great opportunities. And once you get into Pandora, there's another great place we'll look at later for a food booth.
Yeah. So good. I just want to take a moment just to show some of this fun Imagineering, theming. I mean, I've said it a million times. This park, so detailed. It's so beautifully executed.
It is.
Joe Rohde, the head Imagineer for Animal Kingdom, is just a total genius. Like everything he touched turned out perfect, in my opinion.
That's why we're fixing it.
Yeah, right? But I do recognize a lot of the opportunities that we're acknowledging are probably because of budget limitations. Obviously, plans have changed over
For sure.
over the years. But yeah, I feel like some of these changes are necessary to bring up the popularity to match the other 3 Florida parks. It's worth it. Animal Kingdom is already established. It's already amazing. It's worth putting in the time and energy to keep it amazing. Here's another little portable kiosk that could be turned into a food booth.
Yep. Easily. The more I think about it as we're walking around, the more I'm thinking bringing in a seasonal festival or 2, it could be like spring harvest and then fall, whatever, but that's good. That would solve probably 85% of
I like that.
the attendance issues here.
Yeah.
I feel like just changing things up, making things feel a little more new,
fresh,
and current.
Yeah. So this is where you can notice the transition between the African pavilion and Pandora. You start hearing alien or unworldly animal and insect noises all around you in the woods. The fixtures slowly change into something different up ahead. It's a nice peaceful walk, especially this time of the day when it's shaded.
Yeah.
But, and you can definitely begin to smell the wood-fired chicken.
Yes, it smells fantastic.
From Satuli Canteen. There's a lot of amazing things about Pandora. But I feel like they built it and then just kind of left it. Like they didn't expand upon it once it opened.
Well, and just in the story, it feels like you go to Pandora and everyone left. Like, feels like none of the inhabitants of Pandora are there.
Right.
Which I don't think is what they were going for. I don't think they want you to feel like you're going into a abandoned place.
The lore of the land for Pandora is that the military was based here. You'll see all kinds of, I don't want to say American, but Earth.
Yeah, Earth.
Earth, not based, Earth. The things that originated from humans and their base on Pandora. And then left, and the Na'vi took it over. So,
right.
So you'll see like a mix of both, and you'll see kind of like nature reclaiming some of the things that humans put here. The problem for us is there's traces of the Na'vi being here now, and yet they're nowhere to be found.
There are only tourists.
Right, it's so weird. It's so weird. We'll show you what we mean. So you can see the incredible floating mountains, the really awesome like plant life here that all glows at night. If you're lucky enough to stay in Animal Kingdom after it gets dark, it looks incredible, but it absolutely feels abandoned.
It does. I think they used to have a drum show, some kind of Na'vi drum show thing, but I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Interesting. I've never seen it either.
They
Must have been
could bring-
short-lived.
They could bring back.
Yeah. Should we go down here?
Yeah. They could bring back those sorts of things.
Right.
They don't even need the like 12-foot tall Na'vi walking around, but just people talking about them, or talking about where they are right now, or whatever.
Right. Yeah, we could have like scientists educating us about the Na'vi. Any kind of interaction, any kind of lively, real person interaction,
Yes.
even animatronics that are interactive would be awesome.
Yes.
It's really strange. And here's the thing. I know you brought up the Popeye ride over at Universal when comparing it to...
Pandora should have a Popeye ride. Absolutely,
No.
I agree.
When you compared it to Cali River Rapids, what I'm going to compare is over in Universal, they successfully pull off larger than life characters. Like they have
Optimus Prime.
They have Optimus Prime. Yeah, they have the Transformers, and they do a great job with that. Like, there's no reason that they can't find some way to show live Na'vi walking around or even seated. They don't even have to be like on stilts or anything. They could be seated, and there could be an explanation for it. But it could be a live actor
Yeah.
showing some kind of interaction with guests. It's just weird.
Totally.
It's weird that they kind of just gave up. I don't know.
Yes. And they also could, they just have the cast members here maybe give them some things to say. Maybe they've done this and they stop, but give them some things to say that
Yeah.
are kind of in story, in the
Yeah, like their
Pandora
language.
Avatar story. Yeah, kind of like
Na'vi
they
language or
tried at
something.
Galaxy's Edge, at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
Give them some things to say to make it feel more alive, more real.
Agreed.
Because it looks real. It looks like you're really in the place, but
Agreed.
like we were saying, it feels abandoned.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there really are endless possibilities, I think. Like, not only could they be walking around interacting, you could have a little building where that you can do a craft, and you just do a little, like, there's a lot of weaving and like fiber arts being done here.
Yeah.
You could like weave a headband for a nominal fee, and it's being instructed by a seated Na'vi person. So you don't have to see that they're not actually as tall as a real one, but like you could be guided by a character. And there's
Totally.
nothing like that. It's just, it's sad. It's a huge waste because it's such an incredible land. I don't know. It's breathtaking here. I just wish it felt alive. It felt more real.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we are now leaving Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to stop at an air-conditioned quick service location. We thought Restaurant Soar would be perfect because it's so huge, and it's really interesting, has great theming, Imagineering, etc., etc.
But it closed 5 minutes ago.
That's another,
A thing that we will fix is
Yes.
things at Animal Kingdom.
that closed well
Close.
before the park does.
I can understand some of the things like Kilimanjaro Safari, the safari ride, because of the animals. They want to close and give
For
the
sure.
animals some time away from us dirty humans. But there are so many shops and dining locations that close well before the park closes.
Yeah,
It
like
seems
hours.
yeah, hours. So it's like they try to herd people to the front of the park long before the park is closed.
Yeah.
So we're going to change that. We're going to give people a reason to stay in the park till closing throughout the whole thing.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, so we'll we'll wrap this up in a nice summary and give you our overall plan. As soon as we get someplace that's air conditioned, even if it's
Our car.
or our home. So it's not over yet. Stay tuned because I think our master plan is worth listening to. Right?
I think so.
Okay.
No promises.
Okay, yeah. Hi guys, we are finally back home in the air conditioning after our day at Animal Kingdom. So yeah, I think we did cover a lot of things that we think could be improved. And let me just make this clear again. Animal Kingdom is my favorite Disney park of all time. I love it dearly, but I do not think just because you love something, it can't get better. I think you owe it to the park out of respect to make it better if you notice that there's room for improvement.
Yeah, and also, if we attract more people there, more people will learn to appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah.
People haven't seen it or haven't been there enough.
Right, they like choose to skip it, or they assume it's just a half-day park and they don't give it the time that it deserves
Right.
to really appreciate it.
So we bring more people in, give them more to do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It will get appreciated as much as it should.
Definitely.
Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully. So that being said, I'll just quick summarize the points we've already made and then wrap it up with our master plan, or my master plan. And I'm going to be referring to my notes. I apologize because there was a lot. I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, this was mostly Leslie's idea. That's why she has all the information.
Yeah, there are some specific points that you made, though, that you brought up that I hadn't thought of that I completely agree with. So the first thing was bring some life to the things that appear closed or that feel abandoned. So that would be like the outside, the shop outside of the main entrance. One of the first things you see when approaching the front of the park. It's a bad look. It's a bad look to have things shuttered. Your first impression.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else feels closed? Oh, the water amphitheater. We would love to see something in there. We came up with a couple different ideas, suggestions. They have tried some things and they were different levels of successful. But I don't want them to give up on it. It's a huge structure. It's a really impressive, beautiful place. They have all those seats. Something should go there. Oh yeah, in Africa, the whole Rafiki's Planet Watch, conservation station, all of that. It feels odd. It feels in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Bring some more life to that as well. Use it for
train-
more things.
Yeah, the train is highly themed and really cool. It's as if they built it without knowing what was going to be at the other end. So they knew more down there.
Yeah, they definitely do. Bring some life to Pandora. Bring some of the Na'vi characters in. Bring in some human characters who know about the Na'vi, that want to talk to you about the Na'vi. There definitely should be some more, I think, interaction there.
Live entertainment.
Yep.
Just like any other land. You can always use more, and Pandora definitely needs it.
Absolutely. They have some of the best rides, incredibly impressive landscaping and structures. It shouldn't stop there. It should be impressive all the way around. And it can be. I mean, they have the best food too. It's a fantastic land, except for that. It feels abandoned. Yeah. So it's kind of a theme that we're seeing throughout, is just like, why is this feel so either empty or abandoned, or like they kind of gave up before something was complete. Speaking of that, on our way out, we wanted to stop at a restaurant or at a quick service location so that we could do this on property, surrounded by the theming of Animal Kingdom. And Restaurant Soar is closed at 5 p.m. Even though the park is open later, it's just such a common theme. Like, they're closing things early.
Already fewer things to do and fewer places to go than other parks.
Right.
And they close a bunch early. That's
on top of that. It's just such a bummer. It's so discouraging when you're there and you are in the mood to just totally love it and enjoy the day, and then one thing after another is just closing or feels off. Mm-hmm. So in addition to that common theme, we wanted the Kelly River Rapids to be a little bit longer. We went on it. We had a blast. Super refreshing. Great ride. Great queue. It should be longer. It really should.
Yeah.
It's the one water ride. I mean, other than Navi River Journey, but
Yeah.
it's a dark ride. So anyway, that should absolutely be longer. Let's see if there's anything else we missed that we did cover today already. Just the renaming of everything, because it's departed from an animal concept. Even though we love the animals and that should not change. It should stay animal centric if possible. But bringing in Pandora, like alien life isn't necessarily animals. Bringing in the Tropical America's Land with the Indiana Jones, the Encanto house. These things are not animal-centric attractions, so it's odd that they're being placed in Animal Kingdom. It would be much more accurately called something like Adventure Kingdom or something similar that can encompass animals, but also all these other lands that are bringing in additional concepts. Yeah. Okay. Those are things we already covered. We did mention the concept of bringing in a festival, a food festival, very similar to Epcot festivals. So they've already perfected it in Epcot. It works great. They do 4 a year. Each of them last like 4 or more weeks per festival. People love them. People flock to the park for that, and people plan their vacations around that. Mm-hmm. Let me break it down for you, though. Epcot, even when a festival is not occurring and there's no festival booths open, contains 68 food locations throughout the park. And I would argue probably the best of all the parks and most of the resorts. They have the best restaurants. Yeah. If you look at World Showcase, other places have opened towards the front of the park as well. Fantastic food options. It seems weird to give the park that has the best food options additional food festivals all year round. It's fine. I'm not complaining. I absolutely love it.
I'm fine with it, but yeah.
But they have 68. It's a weird choice. They have 68 permanent food locations. Animal Kingdom, on the other hand, has 34. And they don't get any food festival. They don't get anything in addition to that. So they have half of the food locations as Epcot. I feel like it would be incredible to bring a food festival to Animal Kingdom. And that could be really great. If you think about the lands, think about Asia. So Asia is a land. Asia is made up of 49 countries in the world. And that includes India, Vietnam, Thailand, Mongolia, all the other like big Asian countries that all have really unique, delicious food. They could not each. You could have, 5 food booths just in Asia, and they could be rotating between different types of Asian cuisine for different types of countries. It seems like a no-brainer to me. Yeah. I don't know. Africa, over 50 countries in Africa, and some really unique, cool ones that have their own cuisine, like Egypt, South Africa, Ghana. South Africa is huge, a huge exporter of some of the finest wines in the world. They could have a whole like wine booth, South African themed wine booth where you can get like wine flights, and they've got a sommelier on staff or something like that. There's so much opportunity here for better food and better attraction. I don't know. In Tropical America, what is Dino Land now is going to be Tropical Americas. Latin America has so many, 33 Latin American countries that would include things like Brazil, Argentina, Guatemala. Like you could have like an Argentina steak stand, or I don't know, there's just so many opportunities there. And then a really fun one, Pandora, you could do something similar to what they're starting for the first time this year over at the Food and Wine Festival. They're opening up a Guardians of the Galaxy themed food booth where it's going to be like food from outer space, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like different weird dumplings, and I think it's supposed to be from outer space.
Yeah, from one of the planets that they go to. Pandora could have the same thing. You could have really fun, experimental, wacky foods in Pandora as well. So, and then that could be more of like an insight into their culture. I don't know. I just feel like it's such a huge opportunity. It would bring people, it would bring life to the park. And then I would also take it one step further, very similar to how they do with Epcot festivals, where they have like a cultural aspect of it. So they might have like live entertainment about specific cultures, or like almost like an educational. They might have demonstrations, an educational component. We could absolutely use that and have that in the different lands as well. So in addition to the food and drinks, you could have, like, for example, I just feel like you could bring in like a humanitarian component. Africa, like, you know how they do the Disney Conservation Fund, and they talk about that all the time. What if Disney also comes up with a humanitarian organization that helps bring fresh water or clean water to people in need? I think it's like 418 million people just on the continent of Africa do not have access to clean drinking water. What if they had a really cool demonstration in the land of Africa showing how they dig wells, like the process of getting clean water, the process of helping communities that need it? And what if they start raising money and educating like young people about this need while people are trying the different foods and drinks of the area and learning about the culture there? I don't know. I just feel like there's so much opportunity. It could really, really work, I think, if it was done well. It doesn't have to be year-round. It could be a seasonal thing. I mean, it could even alternate with the Epcot ones so that you're using the same cast members, throughout different times of the year. I don't know.
It should be something. I feel like they should do like a spring and a fall. Like, otherwise, like a spring, maybe like 2 or 3 month festival, and then one in the fall. That way, we're not just saying we need more food.
Right.
It should change year to year. It should change festival to festival, I think. Otherwise, we're just saying add more food booths permanently. So
you're right. And that too, I mean, could even have an educational component to it. Like it could, the following could be like harvest based, like understanding nature and, even the way that animals are before winter. I don't know. There could be so many cool. Yeah. It's just a great park. There's so much potential. And I feel like they've kind of given up on parts of it. And they need to plus it up. Walt used to say that all the time. Things are never done. They're never complete. You need to always revisit, see how you can make something better. I want them to remember that about Animal Kingdom.
I remember Walt said, improve Pandora.
He did. That was one of his favorite quotes. Yeah. I have a tattoo of that, actually. Okay. I don't have a tattoo. And it's also nothing he actually said. Unless it was like Ghost Walt. I don't know. But who knows? Who knows what he would think of things today? I just know that he would encourage people to keep making things better. That's one thing I do know for sure.
And that's what this video was about.
Mm-hmm. So, Disney, if you're listening, please don't forget about Animal Kingdom. I know you're doing a lot right now with Tropical Americas.
Also, Disney, if you're listening, please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Leave a comment below. Which of these ideas are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And we have more.
Oh, we have so many more ideas. This was just one that I talk about too much. So I had to get it out into video format so I can move on. Processing my passion for Animal Kingdom. So anyway, I think that's it.
That is.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. If you have, it means a lot to us. And just like if you're not Disney, you should also like and subscribe, ring the bell.
Comment
below on what you think needs to happen to improve Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.